Hello, my name is Gene Cobb, and I'm the Sovereign Grand Inspector General of the Orient of North Carolina for the Scottish Rite Southern Jurisdiction. And I'm filming this in Mississippi, which is the home of our Sovereign Grand Inspector General for the Orient of Mississippi, my dear friend and brother, Bill Sloan. So I just want to do a shout out to him before I begin all of this. Today I want to talk about the letter G, and I'll begin with this story. I was always very enthusiastic about joining the Scottish Rite, and a lot of people know that my initial enthusiasm for Scottish Rite began where I joined Scottish Rite in the Valley of Greensboro. In fact, I was so into Scottish Rite for so many years that my coach would come to me sometimes and say, "Gene, the G in Masonry doesn't stand for Greensboro." Well, I knew that then, and I especially know that now. I want you to hold that thought for just a moment. I served as a United Methodist pastor for 45 years in active ministry, and I've now been retired going on 2 years. I currently serve as the Grand Chaplain of the Supreme Council under appointment by our Sovereign Grand Commander, Jim Cole, 33rd degree. I've been a past Grand Chaplain for the Grand Lodge of North Carolina, a Grand Prelate for the York Rite of North Carolina, and Chaplain for Sudan Shrine. And having been in those roles, and having been a Mason now for over 30 years, the letter G, whether you see it or you don't, the symbol of it is still recognition of the presence of God. As a pastor for many years and as a chaplain, I helped people through personal crises, grief, sickness, pain, where many times one of the questions they would ask me was, well, where is God in all of this? Why is God doing this to me? I don't feel the presence of God. And then there would be other people who would say, oh, God is there. Praise be to God. God is good all the time. All the time God is good. Or maybe I got that backwards. But they were very keenly aware of the presence of God. My point is this: whether we see or we don't see the letter G in our symbols, it does not deny the presence of God. Now, for me, I like seeing it. I like the reminder, because I think sometimes we forget. So the reminder is always good for me. Maybe not for somebody else, but that's about their relationship with God, not mine. I like to see it. That having been said, I want to say that as Freemasons, we must always remember that it is the internal and not the external that we look to that make one qualified to be a Mason. So I want each and every one of you watching this video to ask yourself about the presence of God in your life. Not necessarily the symbol, but just the presence of God in your life. Where is God in your life? Can you point to him? Can you show light about where God is by the way you live, by your conduct, by your words, by your deeds, by your thoughts? I hope you can, because whether we see God or not, whether we feel God or not, our loving Creator God is with us always. And I hope and pray on behalf of all of the fraternity and on behalf of all of the world that we will recognize the presence of God in our life and be truly thankful For if we are, the God of love and peace will delight to dwell with and bless us always. Take care, my brothers.